Yes. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah? Whenever you want.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the adversarial attacks on neural radiance fields. So first of all, I have to tell you what is neural radiance fields. It's like one of the most innovative right now state of the art ways to compare 2D images to a 3D model. So how this works? So essentially, we have located a bunch of cameras around an object, and each of these cameras take a picture. And this information, using deep neural network information, converts these images to a 3D model. There's another technique also called generative neural radiance fields that is the same. Both in this case, the neural radiance fields, or also the short term is NERF, it only focuses on one object. So you have one object, and this object is made up with the system takes a lot of pictures around this object and gives you a 3D representation of it. The generative radiance neural fields are more focused in a big scene. Like it doesn't have too much information about the images, or doesn't have enough images, so it will generate the information that is not seen. So also, what you want to say is that this is just very exciting and creative applications. It also is mainly focused on right now in virtual reality, augmented reality. So it has purposes on entertainment. Also, it's used for film and entertainment, because there are some series that want to make like a scenery that is not there, and they have to scan or like take pictures of a landscape and then add some information to it, so it will create like more big scenarios, or like use it for visual effects in some movies. Also, it's another technique that is used for cultural preservation. They have used this technique to go to some world important sites like pyramids or like mountains, and they create these 3D representations of them. Also, the thing we're going to talk about is the adversarial attacks that these systems have. So essentially, since these systems grab information from the images, if the images have like another pixel values or have noise, this could generate a non-existent 3D object, or it could generate information that it shouldn't supposed to be there. So next what we're going to talk is how we can detect, or how we can identify these problems. And so for me, I'm leaving you with my partner Kevin to continue in this subject of adversarial attacks.
Hello, everyone. I am going to talk about a little bit about the causes and consequences of the risk and vulnerabilities. And if we go back time ago, when the innovation and technologies come to our life, we used to speak about just the requirements, the features, about this type of solutions. But the most of the users, the most of the customers ignore the opposite side of this type of solutions. That, like for example, vulnerabilities, the hackers effects, where we can lose information we can lose our data, even we can lose money. And the NERF application are not the exception. We had to ask, what do we know about the vulnerabilities? How much information we have about vulnerabilities in the NERF field? Because a vulnerability is a phenomenon that can occur in an applications, independent of the nature of this. So if we're talking about artificial intelligence, that is how the platform, the NERF works, the performance of this type of solution will depend always in how the model is trained. In this case, to train a model and to have a good accuracy depends always of the data, in this case, data images. So in this type of this stage, in the development of this type of solution, we can have many troubles, like for example, data manipulation, malware effect, and environment effect. As you can see, for example, this type of images, even for us, it's too difficult to identify what is the problem with this. Maybe with this, because you can see a TV here twice. So what about the other ones? It's not simple to identify what is the problem with them. So in the environment context, for example, a problem can occur when there are ray sounds effect or shadows effect that can confuse the NERF algorithm. And depending on the field, depending on the context, it could cause grave consequences. For example, in the healthcare field, there are many studies that which use NERF application, for example, tomography analyzing exams that plots to analyze results that give to us information how is the status of the patient in this case. And with this type of solution, with this type of answer, the people can take this important decisions like medical operations or maybe pharmaceutical treatments. And finish, that's why our research is too important, because, for example, if we identify what kind of vulnerabilities, how much vulnerabilities could be appear in this type of solutions, we can save lives. We can make our work better to live. And to be honest, as developers in this type of field, we don't have your money, we don't have maybe the social media likes. We just have that you can trust us as developer that can innovate the world with this type of solutions. Thank you.
Well done. Questions?